Hi, Tactical Chibi here with another World Conquest video. Today, we are going to dominate the world as the mighty India.
What are you doing?
Our first focus will be the Great Indian Peninsular Railway. We start as a British puppet and our focus depends on world tension. That means that we will be clicking buttons for a long time. As always, we need to build some transport planes. After the first focus ends, we will take industrial expansion. And now we go for East India Railway. As we have the political power, we will get the Chief of Army. For now, we are taking the one that gives more XP. And now we will get the Jaipur Arsenal, for just a boring one military factory. Also, we will get the popular figurehead, because a stable country makes everyone happy. As we get 35 army XP, we will take proper heritage. Thanks to this spirit of the army, we will be able to create a fully stacked cavalry division without wasting any army XP. We will create just one division with this template and exercise it. Now we are going to take the focus lessons of the Great War. And now, as you can see, we are generating a lot of army XP from exercising. Now we will get the political loyalty for even more stability, which will boost our industry and political power even more. Now we will take the Indianization of the army. And as I said, we are getting a lot of boost because of the high stability. And because we will just be taking focuses for a long time, it will give us a big boost for the time we need to go to war. We need to make sure we will only on Indian cores, as Bangladesh, Burma and Pakistan will be released as free countries when we free ourselves. Now we will take the backroom Staber, as it is an amazing advisor that reduces war justification. Also, we got the Chief of Air Force. Finally, world tension has risen and we can start taking the political focuses. For even more army XP, we will send an attaché to China. Now we will take the Raj focus. And now we got enough war support for partial mobilization. Now we go for the All India Forward Bloc focus. As always, we will do some collab governments operation on the Soviets. Before we continue for the political branch, we will get the strengthened ties with British investors for 2 cheap military factories. After that, we continue the fastest path for the political branch. When we have researched paratroopers, we will unlock the organizational damage from the Special Forces Doctrine. And now we take the Indian National Army focus, which will trigger a civil war. After it triggers, we will delete all divisions and queue a lot of 1 cavalry divisions. As soon as the divisions are 20% ready to deploy, we will force deploy them and move them to take the ugly India cores. Also, we are justifying France to retake our core. We will switch for war economy when we have the political power. Now we deploy our cavalry, and as the other India doesn't have any divisions, it's a very easy civil war. Now, because we are justifying on France, we need to move fast and convert our cavalry division to a proper infantry one. Also, we need to join the Axis. For this, we are going to improve relations with Germany and justify a war on the US. While we manage to get into the Axis, we will ask Italy for military access and move our troops closer to France. Our justification in France is done and Germany wants us on his faction. We will protect our mainland and prepare our paratroopers in Germany. And after all our preparations are done, we will declare war on France. It's always so dirty to take France like this. Now, because the UK often keep air superiority in France, we will just go and launch from Germany. Also, we are making them a little thick, to make sure they can hold a port. While I was preparing for invade the UK, we got invaded on the southern India. While we deploy some units to stop their advance, we are going to invade the UK. And as you can see, the paratroopers drop almost dead on the UK. That is why we need to be fast to move our troops into the UK before they get weaker. I was so invested on the invasion of the UK that I forgot I had to declare war on other countries. The Allies advanced a little on India, but we are going to capitulate the UK, so it's not really a problem. Note that the Allies capitulated, we will just puppet France, Britain and South Africa and annex everything else. While fighting the UK, we justified on Romania. Because I messed up declaring wars while fighting the Allies, now I need to wait for Germany to declare war on Poland, so we can advance and take Hungary and Romania. And now we got the event for the liberation of Pakistan. We will just let them be free while we take over the world. And now, as Germany declared war on Poland, we need to be very fast to take every war point we can. I got a really low amount of war score. This was a very big mistake, and this will make the world conquest a lot slower. I tried to overcome the problem with paratroopers, but I also failed at that. This game always makes you remember that you are very bad at it, no matter how many hours you have of playing this game. I was struggling a lot with this fail, but I'm showing it because you should know that things not always go as planned. I also lost my opportunity to declare war on Hungary, but as you know, when things are going bad, they can always go worse. As the Soviet Union declared war on us, we will need to fall back or we will get encircled. At least we got to save our units and establish a foothold. At this point, I was thinking about what should we do next. I got the idea to justify on South American countries like Brazil, Chile and Argentina, because as we have enough collaboration government on the Soviet Union, if they become a major and we capitulate the Soviets, we can create a collaboration government and yoink all the Soviet Union from Germany using no victory points. Obviously, the US will try to intervene and threat us to wage peace with the American countries because of the Monroe Doctrine. We will just take the white peace option, as if the countries join the Comintern, they will join the war later anyways. I have declared war on Chile so many times, but they will not join the Comintern. But obviously, when I want them to join the Comintern, they will not do it. Also, Chile is the most important one, as they are the most likely to become a major power early. And as you can see, after several months, I have not managed to get a major power on the Comintern. For now, we will just go and capitulate Sweden, as they will never join a faction. As we maxed collab government operations on the Soviets, we will just make some operations on China and the US for later. It seems like no major want to join the Comintern yet. As it will take a while, we will probably declare war on Denmark, and I know they are brave and will fight until the last, and they surrender. I am really hoping some major appears on this screen at some point, or else we will later need to fight a very strong Axis, as we have no war score to take anything. Well, at least we are advancing on Scandinavia. As no South American country on the Comintern wants to become a major, I will just prepare to invade the US. This way, when we declare on Chile again, They will stay in war with us and stay on the comintern while being a mayor. While I was preparing for invading the US, the Italians and my British puppet managed to encircle some enemy units. It is really strange to see them doing something on their own. Norway capitulated, and now we will just capitulate Sweden and move to America. The first thing we will do in Sweden is to persuade Paradox to make the next DLC a little bit cheaper. And next, as we said, we are going to the US. We will declare war on Mexico and decline the White Peace, so the US get on war with us. After all the suffering on Europe, at least the advances in the US are pretty good. Currently, we are declaring war on every country on the Americas while we take care of the US. And after a somewhat short war, and thanks to the collaboration governments, the US capitulated. We will just install and create a collab government later. This is like the 6th time I declare war on Chile. And finally Chile did it. They joined the Comintern, and as we don't need white peace because of the US, they will stay on the Comintern. I got so frustrated because of this, and I'm very happy now. I got so frustrated because they always leave the Comintern. And now that we confirmed that Chile is a mayor, we can go and capitulate the Soviets. But now, for being able to capitulate the Soviets and make a collaboration government, we need to occupy some of the bigger victory points. To achieve this, we need to ask Germany for control of some of the provinces. I am very sure our friend with the mustache will give us a lot of territory. And finally, Denmark got some guts to fight fascism. We will just put some divisions to hold them while we take care of other matters. But I am very happy they are now fighting for their independence. During all of this, I am constantly asking Hitler for control of the Russian states. He is so generous, but he won't expect my plans to steal the Soviet Union from his hands. Mwahahaha.
Yoink.
After the collaboration government is created, Germany still holds some of the provinces, but we will take them later on the peace conference, as they are very cheap for being cores of our puppet. And now the only thing left to capitulate the Comintern is to take Chile. The best way to do it is through a naval invasion into Valparaiso to avoid fighting on mountains. While invading Chile, I am constantly declaring war on other small countries. Even after I said that the best way to invade Chile is a naval invasion, my naval invasion got whipped. This obviously was not my brightest game. And after a slow advance, we finally capitulated Chile. We will try to give every Soviet core to a Russian puppet. We got most of the Russian cores, but only some of the Middle East. I really don't care, as the most important thing was to snatch the Russian territory from Germany. After the war with the Comintern, I have been preparing to take the leadership of the Axis to take Italy and Germany one at a time. For this I will need to create a stupid amount of units. And while doing so, we will clean the house. We will take Pakistan, Burma and Bangladesh. Also, we are working on annexing some of our puppets, and the moment I annexed France, Japan declared war on us. And for some evil reason, the Axis decided to let Chile exist just on Rapa Nui. Well, for now we will keep doing some cleansing on our borders. And I mean removing countries from the map. I'm not talking about ethnic cleansing, and it's some of the worst human rights violation that the world has known. We are just a plurinational, friendly type of fascism. We are just taking the world so we can make everyone happy. After we created a lot of units, we can finally take the Axis leadership and start backstabbing our allies. Oh, hi! I was casually invading peaceful countries. Oh my, look at that! It's a with Germany naval invading the fuck Japanese. This is not something you often see. I felt that Germany was getting too wild, so I decided to kick him from the faction. So we can declare war on them in a while. But for now, we are going to invade China, as I would like to let Germany capitulate Japan. Currently, we are advancing too fast on China, as we need for Japan to capitulate first. After a while, I noticed that Germany struggled too much to finish Japan, so I decided to lend them a hand. And the Rapa Nui Chile, who is the leader of the Comintern, has capitulated. And just after that, Japan capitulated. Looks like Japan became a messy border guard. And now that Japan has capitulated, we will move on and declare war on Germany. And as Germany did not have a lot of divisions in Europe, we declared war and took advantage of it. On the other hand, we are advancing very fast on China. Somehow, for some reason I don't understand, Chile is still alive. What is going on? When did China enter the Comintern? Till now, this has been one of the strangest games I played, and I really have a lot of hours playing this game. After some fighting on China and Chile, who was in Rapa Nui, who were both in the Comintern, capitulated. We will just next them and forget everything we saw. And now, the Chinese united front with Switzerland, and now China has capitulated. And as we had almost no points to annex anything, this is the mess after the peace deal. And now back on Europe, I see that Germany has managed to stop my advances. But as you can see, they took a lot of divisions from the front line. I really have no words for this game. I took the decision to kick Italy as the game is taking too long, and I don't want to wait later to declare war. Also, Peru became a major power, so we had to come and try to capitulate. After we pushed a lot on Germany, they stacked a lot of units and we can no longer advance. And also, Italy decided to create a faction with Germany, so we had to go fast and cover the front lines. On America, we capitulated Peru, and we will put some units to cover its territory. After a long stalemate, we got some advances on Italy. After some intense fighting, we finally got Germany. Let's reorganize our divisions and take care of the other countries. After a somewhat long fight on Italy, we got its civil war event. And I noticed at this point that all my divisions on Peru got wiped. After starving on low supply, we finally got the Chinese United Front Little Edition. And why Mongolia is still here?
Why are you here?
We capitulated Peru again. And as Italy follows, the Axis surrender. And after all these years, we capitulate Spain and there is no other country on this map, more than our puppets, which we will annex as soon as we reduce their autonomy and have the political power. While we are doing so, I want to thank you everyone for watching this video, and I'm really happy for all the support you give me in the comments. I really hope I can make better videos in the future. I think I did a lot of mistakes on this one, but hopefully the next one will be better. And about that, our next world conquest will be with Bulgaria. I really hope to see you there. I hope that you subscribe and like my video. Thank you for watching.